Hey guys, Salvi here, just reminding you to, of course, like, subscribe, and follow, and all that kind of good stuff that YouTube asks if you enjoy what video I'm going to put out for you today. Thank you. Offkai Expo, whether you knew or not, at this point, is a bit of a controversial figure inside the VTubing world because of the fact that they had issues with Pippa last year, I believe, and, you know, Kersha and stuff like that. This year, though, I think things are a bit different. At least they seem to be a bit different, so we're giving them a chance. Today, we're talking about them for meet and greets, requiring verification check of a government-issued ID during queue. Please make sure you bring one before waiting to meet your Oshi, or you won't be able to attend the meet and greet. This could be for various reasons. Remember, whether or not it's quote-unquote a public place, you are sometimes on private property. This is at a San Jose Convention Center up in San Jose, California, in the northern part of California. So you will, a lot of times, have to worry about such things as, you know, on private property, security can ask you for these things. It's not that they're trying to be mean. It's not that they don't believe that they're you, but there are scalpers that are an issue with sometimes meet and greet tickets. There are people who switch meet and greet tickets and things like that. They want to make sure the person who got the ticket is the person who's there. And, of course, if you can't prove it, then, of course, they're at least letting you know. There's about 2 weeks or so before this thing happens, about 10 or 11 days, I think, actually. Yeah, about 10 days before this happens, or less. So it is a bit of a short notice, but it should be enough for anybody traveling there, because most people are going to be traveling to Offkai and they're not local, to bring their government ID. And that means anybody from any part of the world, whether it be US ID or it be an ID issued from another government. It doesn't matter as long as it's government issued. School ID, I think, is kind of the same thing. I'm not sure. But make sure to take your IDs to the meet and greets. This is very, very important. And, of course, this is not something that's new. I've had that happen with other meet and greets and things like that. It is, to my understanding, as this person said, this is why I am showing this. They have a good idea of what's going on. They might be open to criminal liability depending on where they are. But of course, the property owner, as mentioned here, can be requiring it. And since it is private property, they can actually require it. Offkai's event, but you want to put up the money for a lawyer to fight that, go for it, basically. I mean, some people are taking it a little bit wild, is what's going on here. They're like, oh my God, they can't ask for this, blah, 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 California law, etc., etc. The thing is, California law only does that, I believe, in public spaces. And it does that. Security aren't necessarily regular civilians. They are given the power to control those types of things in the space that they're in. So, yeah, just take your government ID. Don't try to fight them. Don't try to be like, how dare you? You can't ask this of me. Don't try to be that type of person because it won't work out for you. As far as I know, it will not work out for you. So, yeah, just make sure to do this. And that's why I'm doing this as kind of a PSA. Make sure to have your government ID if you're going to a meet and greet in Offkai. Maid Mint, as you can see here, or Mint Phantom as she's known on Twitter, is of course a VTuber, a wonderful VTuber, a wonderful ghost maid VTuber, who has done many things to grow and has had many, you know, productions and many different concerts, etc. So she's having another one. I had covered this before. IRIAM is having something called Fantastic Reality. It is going to be a 3D concert. They have many invited guests there. It is big. It is something big that IRIAM is doing themselves. They're going to be doing it in Hollywood around the time of the Anime Expo. So it's going to be a big concert for many people, many VTuber fans. And of course, we have Mint Phantom as one of the guests. Maid Mint is one of the guests. It says announcement, in about a month, I'll be performing in Hollywood in 3D. Super excited to be a guest at Fantastic Reality presented by IRIAM. I've been working hard with my dances. Come see it, see if it paid off. If you're in the area for AX, hope you can come and see me and a bunch of other amazing VTubers on stage. Now, Anime Expo, AX, is the biggest English anime convention in the Western Hemisphere. Over here in the Americas, at the very least. I know there are bigger ones in Japan, of course. There are bigger ones in Germany and such, but I think it is the biggest English-speaking, primarily English-speaking Anime Expo in the Americas, definitely, but I'm pretty sure in the Western Hemisphere as well. It sometimes gets over 1 million people in those 4 days, so it has grown immensely since I first went there. When I first went there, I think they broke 100,000 way back in the day, but now they've gotten over 1 million unique guests at there in the 4 days that they're there. So it says, of course, she's going to be there on July 3rd. Vermont Hollywood, Los Angeles. That is the name of the Vermont Hollywood is the name of the venue. It's going to be at 7 p.m. on the 3rd, the day before Independence Day over here in the U.S. Mint Phantom, VTuber performer. And of course, buy tickets here. This is the big area that you can buy tickets. Fantastic Reality. You can have Iron Mouse, Komaria, Kaf, Mint Phantom, Cottontail, and a bunch of others. You have, Isa Corva, JKT48V, which I've covered before in many things here. And you have Derivakat. I'm sorry, Derivakat. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. And your boy, the Squirrel, is fucking... I'm blind. I'm freaking blind. So yeah. Here we go. July 3rd. And of course, 97.44. Let's take a look at the tickets that are available as of now. It is just general admission. VIP is 180. That is more a venue-based price than it is IRIAM trying to make any money. They're trying to pay the venue and maybe a little bit on top in order to be able to cover, the expenses of employees and other people that are going to be doing the stuff. So of course, it does seem pretty high, but that's venue, taxes, other, rental fees, other things like that for, everything that they have to cover for the expenses that are going on there. So I do wish them the best, and I do wish Mint the best because this is an amazing thing for her. Nijisanji, the company that, of course, the branch that has 0 issues and has never had issues ever before, is, of course, right now doing anniversary tour, 7th anniversary tour, Nijisanji World Tour 2025, Singing in the Rainbow, will have its first ever overseas performance. So that officially makes them an actual world tour. Before, they were just doing Japan performances, Japan-only performances, which is why I criticized them before for not having anything outside and not making an actual world tour. The show will take place at Bilibili World 2025 in Shanghai. So that will be in, of course, China. Date and time, China. July 12th, Saturday, 1500 local time. That's local Chinese time. Performing, it's going to be Petra Gurin, Luca Kanashiro, Sunny Briscoe, Yotsuha Umise, and Igarashi Rika. So these are all the ones that are here. For further information, please stay tuned for the updates on the official website, etc. They are all, of course, doing their stuff. They are themed for the event. They are themed all for the event. And, of course, people are excited. Singing in the Rainbow, this is their key visual here with the people there. And, I mean, whichever one it is, like whichever one you want, whether you agree with the company or not. I don't agree with a lot of things the company does, but when you give your talents at the very least something like this where they can have a concert and the community can go and enjoy it as well, this is a positive. I am not somebody who will disregard positive things from a company. If they do positive things, whether I agree with them or not, I will put it out there. That's just the way I am, and I do wish them the best. I do wish everyone who is participating in this, whether it be Shanghai or whether it be in Japan, whichever one, I do wish them the best. I always have and always will. In a different bit of news for Mythos, we have Dionysus, our Greek goddess here. That's a part of Mythos. She's a VTuber, female VTuber in Mythos, a goddess VTuber. She has some good news for us today, which is, did Twitch make a mistake, or is your local town drunk a partner now? Thank you so incredibly much to my amazing Revelholics. I guess that is her. That is an interesting name. I'm glad she was able to create a good fan name. And friends for always supporting me to reach these goals. You believed in me when I didn't, and now I owe you all a drink. And that is cheers, everyone, of course. I do want to let you know what Dionysus is. Dionysus is the god of wine. So Dionysus is a male god. And of course, Mythos does kind of the gender bend thing where they switch genders, they swap genders for their gods. The male gods are females VTubers, and the female gods are male VTubers. And Dionysus is the male god of wine, winemaking, merriment, and sometimes agriculture and theater. So, well, of course, agriculture for winemaking and things like that. So anything where you're having fun. And of course, that's why Dionysus has the grapes on top of her head. And everybody, Shekai, Mia Merrily, others are saying, you know, congrats, big congratulations, huge congratulations, Maple Chicken, yay, Alien Mixture as well. Dio, my love, congrats, Dio. Everyone, like big and small, are going and saying, you know, big congrats to them because this is a big step. Partner gives you a lot more perks. I don't think I'm going to ever be partner, to be honest with you, because I'm very small and I'm staying small for the most part. But it is a huge step for any VTuber to get partner because you get a lot more perks. You get things like, you know, possible front page for any big events that you're having, things like that. So big congratulations because it's a lot of hard work. It is not just because you're in an agency that you're going to be a partner. It does help because they help promote you quite a bit, but it is no guarantee. So this is all her hard work that went and did this for her. And that's why it is all big congratulations to her. BossyMoon is the boss of the Blue Moon Wolf Gang, Bethesda Gamer and such. They are a wonderful wolf VTuber from what it looks like. And they have done something wonderful. They had a birthday where they, of course, had a donathon. And their donathon was going to be every bit of money past 2,000 for a new computer goes towards the No Kid Hungry Foundation. The No Kid Hungry Foundation is a 501c3 foundation, which means it's a non-profit to make sure that kids do not go hungry. And I just had the best birthday ever, this update here. Thank you for helping me raise 8K for the No Kid Hungry and watch me beat all quests in Skyrim. So they did have 8,000 beyond what it was going to be. The 2,000 original was that, and 8,000 she herself will give. And of course, this is 8,000 before taxes, but she's going to give no matter what it is. She's going to give that money to them. Later on, she's going to have to pay taxes on that and all that kind of stuff. But she's going to be giving 8,000 to the No Kid Hungry, which is amazing for her community to do. It's very amazing. Thank you, hotties. Because of your kindness, we raised $8,000 for the No Kid Hungry Foundation. Thank you for being swagalicious definitious. We're out here making the world a better place, one console command at a time. You're helping end childhood hunger in America. Thank you, hotties, for your generous gift of $8,000 to No Kid Hungry. You made a difference in a hungry child's life. With your help, we will see the end of childhood hunger in America. This is amazing. No matter how big, how small, how much or how little you give, it is nice to see that a VTuber and their community has worked hard to give something back to an organization that is trying to make sure that no child goes hungry in America. We have a bit of news here with Octavio from Holostars English be streaming via Bilibili. They're adding some things there. Of course, we have, I think as well, Gavis Bettel, who is a part of it. It says here, yes, I have a Bilibili account. You know what to do. Thankful for this opportunity to reach a new audience. More cool news coming soon. As usually, I'm cooking. Usually for this, I believe they are using Noah Talents, which is a intermediary agency, kind of an agency that works in China to help agencies like Hololive, which they worked with Noah Talents before, work with agencies like Hololive do things in China without having to have a base in China. Because a lot of times when you go on Bilibili, etc., if I'm not mistaken, the Chinese Communist Party does require you to actually show that you live in China or have a base in China or have a representative in China, something to represent you in China, a business-wise, so that they can, I don't know, keep tabs on you or whatever. Noah Talents is already one of those. They use them a lot for that. They've used them before for Fubuki, Matsuri, and others who have done it. And they're using it now for Octavio, I'm pretty sure. This is their channel, their Holostars EN channel. 5542 so far added in there. And of course, we also have Gavis Bettel here with their Bilibili channel, who is Gavis Bettel EN. Official Holostars EN 5681 is put on there. So yeah, they are crazy clowns from Holostars EN Gavis Bettel. They have small things here, a minute or so and 49 seconds or so. This is not a bad move in my opinion. They do need to reach a larger audience. It is not it's managed by them in some way, but they don't have the same issue that they have when they made Hololive China, where they had a headquarters in China to deal with that. They don't want to deal with all the politics of it, and I can absolutely understand that. So they are more than likely going to be going through an intermediary agency, someone in between, a man in the middle, in order to be able to go and do this. Either way, very happy that they're doing this, and I hope they continue to grow there and others, because like I said, this is a new audience, a huge audience, billions of people that they could possibly reach, which is absolutely necessary when you want to grow. Gura has graduated, and she has been graduated for a bit now, for at least over a week and stuff like that. So she has, of course, gotten to the point where they have removed the Gura statue at the cover main office. They had these larger full-size figurines, full-size statues of Suisei, Pekora, and of course Marin. And you have people wondering what the heck happened to the Gura statue. What ends up happening, of course, a lot of times is Gura is no longer there. She has graduated. The ones that are still there, for example, are current members of Hololive. Current members of Hololive JP, Hololive EN, etc. It is not anything negative. It is not, I mean, it's negative because people won't be able to see them, but it is not anything malicious. It is not done with any bad intentions, other than the fact they are a graduated member. They haven't destroyed it. They're probably putting it like in storage, or maybe they're gonna have it like if they ever have like a museum section of their offices, they may have that for graduated VTubers who are who are no longer there. Either way, I know people will freak out. Some people do freak out. I do not want to make any drama out of this. It is not cover being like, oh, we want to forget about Gura. It's more like, well, we don't really have, like, we're not really, making any kind of merch, any kind of stuff like that. They are graduated. They are no longer a part of the agency. Out of respect for that whole thing, they did move them on probably to some storage space somewhere in the cover offices. And like I said, I'm perfectly fine with that. I have no issue with that. As you know, there shouldn't be any issue in general in regards to that, because it is, just her gone. That's fine. Other agencies would do that. Nijisanji and other agencies would absolutely do that. So that's not an issue for me. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, types, forms, languages, everything in between. I do this, as I mentioned before, because I wish that there was someone that did that when I was growing. So whatever little tiny bit of clout that I have, whatever little tiny bit of reach that I have, I want to do it to benefit others. I want to help people. I want to help the VTubing community. Yes, I do news. Yes, there's drama involved in there, but I want this to be drama-free and to be a place to help others. Amo is the one I'm showcasing for you guys today. They're having their debut of their new design on June 14th, which means that they are currently actually streaming. Metal Obsessed Space Jester, she probably has seen your mom's butt. And here we go with something in, of course, Clair Obscure Expedition 33. This is Monoko, who is someone who grabs feet of the enemies in order to make himself more powerful. And he does have a saying which broke this person here.
My, what lovely feet.
The first time you hear it, it does hit you. He does say that. It does sound like he has a foot fetish, honestly.
What the f...
Yeah, it does hit. It does hit you the first time. After that, you're like, dude, I know you like feet. Just relax. And here you, of course, have Amo Aster here with all of their, little bits and pieces. Most terrifying Minecraft mod pack. Basically things here where they are, clips and highlights of their longer streams. And they do multi-stream from what it looks like. So you can catch them either on YouTube or on Twitch, whatever you prefer. And of course, thank you so much, Amo Aster, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.